What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. I hope everyone's Guardian games is going fantastic. My Titans are killing it, and everybody else are definitely trying to catch up. Hunter's having a little bit of luck. We will see where the games go, but we are talking about the Title SMG, which comes from Guardian games, a plethora of different ways, which in all seriousness, Eva Levante, after we complete that initial quest, gives us quite the banger, if not the God Roll in my personal opinion. I am still grinding for other ones, but I really don't think much is going to replace it. But we're going to go over PvP, PvE God Rolls for you guys so you can grind out that 5 out of 5 and get this banging SMG. Before we get into those God Rolls, we have our two origin traits. First off, we have Classy Contender. So we have Final Blows grant us that class ability energy, so our dodge, rift, or shield, whichever class you're working with. Next off, we got that Hakke Breach Armaments, so this weapon deals increased damage against vehicles, turrets, barricades, and then stasis crystals. Now, with Eva giving us that banger roll at the beginning just from completing our quest, we're going to go over the 5 out of 5s right here with some gnarly perks in my opinion. For our barrels here for PvP, I personally went with Fluted Barrel because of that stability and handling. With our other perks we have on it, the range feels good enough for me, but you can go with that small bore option, which does give us 7-2 stability and 7-2 range, so it is also a very good option. In the second column, definitely going with those ricochet rounds for that 10 stability and 5-2 range. This does come on the one that Eva gave us as well. Definitely a staple for those PvP SMGs, just guns in general. Now for me, we have two options in this third column for PvP. First off, we have Perpetual Motion, which does come on that Eva Levante gun. Like I was saying, we have that increase to stability, handling, and reload speed while we're in motion, stacking up to ×2. In Crucible, you're basically always moving around, sliding around, so this is basically always procced. Next, we have Dynamic Sway Reduction right here, so it improves accuracy and stability while we are holding down the trigger. So in my opinion, definitely can notice it just turning into a laser beam the longer you're shooting a target. So definitely a viable option as well, Perpetual Motion or Dynamic Sway for PvP. Now for me, that 5 out of 5 God Roll definitely has the rangefinder on it. Aiming this weapon increases its effective range and zoom magnification, increases projectile speed for rockets, grenade launchers, bow, so that doesn't affect us. But this SMG with that perpetual motion, ricochet rounds, a rangefinder, and small bore that Eva gave us, you can absolutely map people with it. The only thing I would trade out, like I said, would be Fluted Barrel, so we could have a little bit more stability and quicker handling, because the rangefinder and everything makes it already have insane distance, so you don't really need that little extra in the barrel. But definitely a crazy roll that Eva gives us right off bat, and definitely my 5 out of 5 just went over it. Now for PvE on this weapon, I'm actually going to go with small bore for that stability and range. Helps us tag some of those targets, and with the other perks that we're going to have on it, that stability and range don't really get a big buff like it does in PvP. So we're using this to help that out a little bit in PvE. Now, personally, me for PvE, I would choose Appended Mag to get that nice increase to our magazine size. Our gun that Eva gives us has Ricochet and Light Mag, which Light Mag is not a bad option. Gives us range and a little bit faster reload speed, but I have been using Ricochet to give us that range. Like I said, kind of struggles, in my opinion, for some of that PvE content, unless you're super up close and personal. So that's why I went with small bore and Ricochet for that gun that Eva gave us, but I would still go with small bore and appended on a roll if you're grinding for that 5 out of 5. Now, I absolutely love Envious Assassin, which does come on the title from Eva Levante. Now, it rapidly defeating targets with other weapons before drawing this, transfers ammo to the magazine from the reserves, so it effectively overflows the magazine. Very good. You can get some gnarly 60-70 rounds in the magazine for that SMG. Volatile rounds, it feels like you're never running out of ammo. Now, as a second option, you can also go with Threat Detector. Increase reload stability handling when you're in that proximity to enemies. Definitely up close and personal, like I said, with that range deficiency, depending on the role that you have. So Threat Detector, also a very good option for this column. Now for our fourth column, we have Repulsor Brace. Not many SMGs can have it, only 2 or 3. So this right here, defeating a void debuff target, grants us overshield. Very good for endgame activity, especially when we have something like volatile rounds. So all of those defeats are going to give you that overshield. You could also go with Vorpal Weapon if you wanted. Increased damage against bosses, vehicles, guardians in their super. Just gives us a 20% increase for those mini bosses and bosses in that PvE realm. Definitely can help, but like I said, I think Repulsor Brace is the better option, and it does come on our title from Eva. So hopefully y'all kept that initial weapon that Eva gave us in the title with that Repulsor Brace rangefinder, Envious Assassin Perpetual Motion, Ricochet Light Mag, as well as Arrowhead and Small Bore. Absolutely nasty to get it right off the rip without having to grind, but just with completing the games and playing while this is active, you're going to get a lot of the titles to drop, so he might get an even better role to go with it. So hopefully y'all have some good RNG with the Guardian games. Good luck to all the classes out there. Truly appreciate that support lately. Y'all have been absolutely nutty. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.